Yo, what is up, guys? It is Nick here with some raw day trading, and let's get into some footage today. I am currently sitting up $1,100 or so, and we're going to look at some of the trades that I do. Um, so to start out today, there was a lot of dispersed action. And for some reason, I really like this stock, TVGN. Let me decrease my size a little. TVGN right here. This is the level 2 for it. And I was kind of like, I was stalking the stock. And let me see, where's some bigger swings? I didn't really make too much progress. Here I did a little bit. I wasn't trading it with big size. I was being much more cautious. This one had been tricky to me before, and then I noticed it had a sort of synthetic price action, and I have to like reset my brain to trade opposite signals, um, and then to learn to trust that. And so between that, I didn't really capitalize on anything much going into the morning. Though I'm up 250 pretty quickly here within the first 15 minutes. I generally just cautiously watched it and played. This was the only stock I played, and I was really zoned in and focused on it, which was um, good because it provided opportunities. At one point I started looking around at different stuff, but still kind of stuck with it. And it just felt like it was going to go. It had the feeling. It had the feeling of it not dying. The volume was low. It was a continuation name. And I think it had news too on top of it being a continuation name. And I took it. I went and did some trading on it, and of 300 there's one super big, and I think here at one point I'm like, okay, this is the one right now. And then I added 1,000 shares to my entry positions, and then I started trading pretty dang on aggressively. I think I popped up to 500 here. But the trick with this name, the level 2 was meant to tell you the opposite of what it was going to do. And so you had to do the opposite of what you thought to do, or I had to do the opposite of what I thought to do. A lot of being patient, a lot of taking setups that normally probably wouldn't work. Like this just looks like it's gonna die, but it works. I don't know if I took this. Everything about this just looks garbage, but the stock is so controlled and it's so designed to take advantage of the most amount of traders that once it kind of peaks below this 54 level, makes people think that it's gonna die. It's this long consolidation downward. It has this topping tail thing going on. It's below VWAP. It's below 20. It's below like 2 ascending resistances, 2 trend lines. That when it doesn't move here, that's where I took it. Oh, and I got filled high, and I cut it immediately. Yeah. But that was the trap. The trap was sprung. The trap was that there was not really, these orders here were not there. Um, there's some traders coming in right there. There's an order right here, but that's not real. Yeah, there was not 100 or 10K worth of orders in that 3 seconds that went through. Um, so an order gets pulled, it just evaporates up to 59 right when I happen to buy it. So even knowing it was a tricky stock, I still got tricked a few times. I handled it well. I think if the bid is pretty tight, probably cutting immediately is the way to go. If it's not tight, well, probably cutting immediately is still the way to go because these can reverse pretty hard. And then I jump back in and I get filled better this time. And I'm able to, squeeze out a little penny or so here. But I really wasn't super sold on this name. I knew it was still early, or things were still moving in a way that there was opportunity across the board. You can kind of feel when it dies out. And then it starts doing this sort of move. And it's like undulating, and it's not dying, and it's holding above VWAP. And I'm just like, this is interesting. How can I best take advantage of this? Well, I had some confidence in this name because I'd been trading it all morning, and what that does is it gave me a pretty broad experience of what it does and what the tricks are on this stock and how it trades. And I started feeling confident. I'm going to get a little winner here. And, when you feel confident, it's a double-edged sword because you can add more size, you can take more risk, but you could lose more or gain more. And, oh, that was a beautiful trade. And I think that's right there. As it was going up, I should have kind of held that, I think. And get back in, get back out. I'm going to get back in again. Do I find a nice place to? Like right now I'm waiting for a dip because it's double topping here. And this, when it breaks this double top, I add 3,000 shares, or just before it does. And I'm like, nah. I don't take that initial trade. I could have taken that initial trade. It would have been a good trade, but I gave it a second. But there is one spot here where I take a good trade. And I'm very cautious here because this is an area where shorts can come in and really suffocate it. It is short sale restriction. It's under 75 though. It's, there we go. There's a nice pullback. I'm waiting for like a little bit of an extreme one, but that one was viable for a second. And I'm thinking here, I don't think it's going to go. Pretty sure I stop out here. Yep. Do I get back in? No. Yeah, the level 2 for TVGN is down here, by the way. I changed over the course of the morning. But yeah, it's just like it's high volume, a million shares a candle, just around. And it was having such a hard time, like it was being shorted very aggressively throughout the morning, that in my head I was like, I think that if this starts breaking higher, there's going to be a lot of baggage, a lot of short baggage in there. And let's see. So I would think that this would be a little bit too early to take a dip. I think I might cut here, but I start seeing some signs of life. And I'm like, okay, let's see this out. And voila, beautiful, beautiful trade. Puts me up $600 right there. All right. So that was a 4-cent trade or so. Decent. 4 cents on 3,000 shares, 180 or so. And right now, 600 is a high number for me. I'm like, I want to keep it. I want to keep my money. And that was the biggest problem. Is I got soft when I should have been getting aggressive. I should have been getting very, very aggressive. Just generally here, aggressive would have been very nice. Just all the entries that I had, taking probably double the size that I was taking, maybe 6,000 shares, and taking all the entries I saw, because there were a lot of entries that I hesitated and I let go, and they went. Yeah, some nice short right there. Yeah, and I was taking these mock entries where I take it on the I just click on the level 2 where I think I would buy, and a lot of times they're not the entries that I should be taking. They're just breakouts that don't really work. Sometimes breakouts work, sometimes they don't. I think a lot of times I self protect by taking those. But all in all, this candle does look a little obtuse, and I'm looking for a pullback. Let's see. There is a pullback here somewhere. I get in. There we go. Should have taken that. And now the 5 minute is closed. Maybe buying in a second here would be a good idea. Okay, let's see. Pull back, pull back. Mm-hmm. Okay, buy. Holding, holding, holding. Sell. Sell for a loss of a penny. Okay. Buy again. Sell. Buy. There we go. Oof. Boom. Put me up to 700. Yeah. And it ends up going all the way up, really just running right here. So from that point, it tests back low and then recovers and then really goes. This is the, okay, so I actually have to back up to exactly where we were. I was about to fast forward a whole bunch, but this is the majority of the move. So fast forward 30 seconds. Okay, makes the dip. Just trying to push lower here, can't. And then boom, starts going higher. It's hesitating here, so I'd be scared. I would be scared. I would be cutting for sure if I had any position. But then, boom. Oh, I get filled high on this. I forgot about this. I buy late. Never mind, I don't get filled high. Yeah, and it's into a double top. So that was the buy into the double top. That was a mistake because there's a top right here in the morning, and I bought right into that on accident. I tried to buy in anticipation of testing that, and then it just starts blowing through, and I'm like, how do I get back in? And now this is break at the pre-market high. It just blows through, and I'm just slightly too slow to make a decision. Maybe my size is too big to be comfortable with making those quick decisions and not having the waiting. And now I'm waiting for a pullback, and it gives it to me. And so there I go. I reduce my size. Let's see how this plays out. I wait too long again. My entry is supposed to be at 93. I could enter here again, but I'm just not sure. And in hindsight, I know exactly what happens. I would have been stopping out there, but getting back in. Is that the right move? I don't know. And stopping out again. Yeah. Now I'm trying to buy the bid like a overly cautious. I mean, there's no spread on this thing. So should be buying maybe there. It hasn't really unwound yet. That's why. Okay. I'm just waiting for it to unwind. As it goes up, let's see if I buy. So far, my instincts in the moment have been pretty true, pretty correct. But I think. Okay, come on. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. I want to get out. Chicken. Chicken, chicken, buck, 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 buck. Oh, and I get messed around here. I remember this one. Again, I buy too late. Oh, yeah, I buy. I buy and I get trapped immediately. And I'm like, ooh, that was heavy. Yeah, there were shorts just waiting there to throw their order at 30K order. Fuck you guys. I mean, they're all right. That's what we're trading against. It's just the reality of it. And then I'm able to get it out at 203 for a small loss, and it's okay. Um, yeah, that was muy sketchy. And then I think from there, I slowed down a lot. I slowed down a decent amount. Yeah, that break of two. I need to be able to play that better. The entire situation needs to be played better. The half an hour is closing now. There's going to be a big green volume bar. I'm holding here. Holding because it's looking good, and then I cut it right there. Could have held a second longer, and I would have been up a lot more money. I'd have been a freaking crazy trade up to 20. I would have loved that. But I was buying just ahead of the half hour close, and I think I might have been scared. Yeah, it's just the volatility increases at the close of these candles, and you have to be strong mentally, very strong mentally to be able to handle it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna put this in my records. Gonna do something real quick. Okay. Huh. So fast forward. Yeah, and it just kept going up for a while. Oh, this was a pretty crazy dip. Pretty crazy flush here. Oh, I shouldn't have bought so soon after that big bid. Looks like it's holding though. I jump in. It's a dumb move. I have to cut it. It's going straight down. 5 minutes about to close. Should have bought it. Yeah, there we go. Ba-boom, ba-boom. I could have held. At this point, I'm up $926 or so. I do this thing where, yeah, that hold would have been epic. And would have made sense too, because it aligned with stuff on the chart. Although I was skittish, and that's just how I get sometimes being a trader. Yeah. And is that the end? That might be the end. Oh, no. No. Comes back up. I make a little bit more money. Definitely not as much money as I could have. When it was up here, the action actually started getting funny. Let's see if I can show you what I mean. It just seemed like I was actually playing the consolidation very well. I was up $400 playing the consolidation. And I was reading it on point. I love when I do that. And then it went, made a new high, and then started getting very fast. Like these orders here started getting very fast. And it was harder. I found it was harder to track the changing sentiment. And then, there was a big seller up there. It ends up getting eaten up. This might have been my high a day too. Absolutely just blows through the seller, I guess. Where is he at? There it is. Yeah, 250K shares there. So it's like, I am a short seller. And the short seller gets tested. It gets, it's like, are you sure you want to go short here? And buyers just pour in. They just pour in and go push the stock higher, using him as liquidity. Maybe there are other shorts. But that was the problem right there. At 242, there was another 300K seller. And at that point, it's like, well, somebody really wants this thing sold. So I think this is the turning point. This might be high day or 47, 48. It's like a token touch to the $0.50. But there was a lot of wildness in it that I hadn't seen down in the consolidation zone or even in this other zone where it was popping higher. And take a couple trades, lose a little bit of money, even though I was right on the direction. And then this seller ends up getting filled. And I end up putting my share size way down, basically to zero, because I did not want to trade it. I did not want to. Yeah, there it goes. The seller got filled right there. Pops up to 47. Yeah, there it is. Boom, 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 boom. And it holds. If it would have got above 50 and held above 50 and really put pressure on those two big orders, I would have probably been still trading it. But I wanted to, lock in the day. It was lunchtime. it was all gravy, and I wanted to go take a walk to the store, and that's what I did. So there you are. That's what happened today. That was the review. Thank you for watching it with me. And actually, there's some other stuff I do want to look at. You guys want to see the beginning? I'll see the beginning of the day. There's a couple things that I missed. So at 9:44, there was a dip here on STAF that I should have had. Wait, no, stay. It's a STAF miss. STAF is this stock now, right here. The problem was I was trading TVGN. STAF was a different price range, so the signals are going to be slightly different. And it was a close of a 5-minute. It was a 5-minute kind of reversal thing. It was a volatile name. And I was at 250. What I like about this is it tests low first. It tries to die. It does not die. It gets supported. It really gets supported here. And then as it's hanging around 50, I'm like, that candle closes. I have an opportunity here, buying, and then seeing that. And it's like, what would I do? Could I hold this? Let's see. Let's see what happens. I'm pretty sure as long as it holds like 48 or so, I'm going to continue holding. And it ends up being, kind of stretching out here. Oh, popping way above. Be like, okay, so now VWAP is the target. VWAP is the target. And yeah, look at that. Oh, it's hanging out below 75. It's a dangerous area. I think it's going to back check. And I would be unloading into the 90s. Boom, boom. And that would have been a solid trade. Okay, so that one's done. This is the dip on Pixie. Where on Pixie did I trade? 1011. Okay. So I was trying to trade here on Pixie. Basically no size. But still good to practice with. And it's hovering just above the halt down. That would have been the buy right there. Would have gotten filled high, also at the risk of halting down. I didn't take it. Let's see what happens. I actually didn't like the amount of volume. It wasn't anybody like trading it. Oh, it wasn't anybody really trading it. And it pops up here. And I could have taken a nice, $1 a share at that point. Yeah, $1.50 a share. That would have been nice. That would have been very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. $2 a share. Okay. NIXX, I really wanted to trade it, but the volume was so low. What am I talking about? Oh, yeah. Just the level 2 right here. Nothing's really happening. This was one of the pre-market runners, And yeah, so I just changed it out. I might have put it on the main screen. Yeah, right here. Nothing was really happening. Again, it was kind of like Pixie. Just nothing really happening in the day. It ended up doing what I thought it was going to do, but I didn't take it. All right, well, I'm going to wrap the review right there. I'll catch you guys again tomorrow. Peace out. Be safe. This is not day trading advice. This is merely a log of my life. Yeah, day trading is risky. Most people lose money. My results are not typical. So, do your own research, trade your own way. Don't listen to me. Because I do not want your red days on my hands. Yeah. It's kind of there. This is just me creating something to practice. I really need to. Why can't I? Come on, let me edit. Oh, there it is. Whatever. Okay, peace out, guys.